Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Brothers Podcast Ponderings. So we we tried to record Friday, but for reasons we couldn't upload the video, so we're trying again this week.
Yeah.
So just a quick news thing that we're meant to try. We're going to tell you Friday is we're more busy now, so podcast videos are probably only going to be on Mondays instead. So yes, so that's it for that. Yes. So, just so you know, Wednesdays and Fridays they won't happen, but we'll still upload every Monday, and that'll continue. And then it might go back to normal once I have more time, but until we have more time, we don't know. So, that's what it's like for now. Anyways, One Piece live action season 2. We're going to talk about. We talked about this for that last time, but I can't remember it now, which is good. So we can have a fresh conversation because re-recording was going to be a nightmare. So we left it for today. Probably more suitable, anyways, since we're going to be doing it Mondays. But yeah, so it's definitely better than season 1.
Yeah.
Aspects of it are better than season 1. Like the whole doing of Chopper's backstory is a lot better. Chopper actually looks like a raccoon. A little bit. So when the joke hits, it's like, oh yeah, it does make a bit more sense. It's overall a lot better. So that's good. And then like the whole Laboon decision with the singing, that's better than the actual anime. So all good. Negatives. Again, Luffy's probably just too kind.
Luffy's too. I think they've simplified the characters a bit. I think it's because it's live action, so they've only got 8 episodes a season to get through. The same points that the anime had like a lot longer to do. And so obviously, with it being targeted towards the general audience is going to need it to be a bit more obvious how characters are, rather than as much subtext as the anime had. They need to be more obvious. Yeah, Luffy's kind. They need to show really strongly that Luffy's kind. They can't like have him like punching a whale and stabbing it with a master the going merry.
No. No, they can't. Yeah, that's probably why I simplified the characters. But obviously that's caused certain issues for certain characters, but not all of them.
Absolutely hate the handling of the Mr. Prince scene. Like the fact that he struggled against the Vulture and the Otter, and then he didn't even trick Mr. Zero.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness, how...
Because that's how they get around in Alabasta in the first place. Sanji just pretends to be.
So he says he's Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince,
But like, was that... Did he say Mr. Prince in Little Garden, or did he wait until... I think he waited until Alabasta to use the name Mr. Prince.
Yeah.
But he'd tricked Crocodile into thinking he was Mr. 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of tricked Crocodile into thinking Mr. 3 was... It didn't kill the Straw Hats and he had to kill them again.
Yeah.
And then because of that, he was going to kill Mr. 3.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no mention of Mr. Prince actually in Little Garden, I don't think.
No.
Which I think is much worse having him in Little Garden. Mr. Prince was meant to be the big reveal of like Crocodile, because Crocodile, that's supposed to set up specifically the whole plot point of Crocodile not knowing who Sanji is, and it's supposed to really it's supposed to really build up a lot later when then Sanji told Crocodile he's Mr. Prince.
Yeah,
but they've put that a lot earlier.
And
they've kind of ruined it a little bit.
Aye.
The thing is, the actor for Sanji seemed really proud, like, because it was near the end of filming, they weren't sure if they were going to get in the scene of him fighting the bird and the vulture and the otter, and he was really proud that he managed to do it. And I'm like, yeah, good for him, but, like, not a good scene.
No.
Not good to make 2 characters who one-shotted in the anime turn to a whole fight just to fail to actually trick Crocodile.
Yeah.
Like, even him struggling against them didn't really matter. Struggling against the Unluckies doesn't even matter if he still managed to trick Crocodile. and be like, sorry, that was the Straw Hats, they were still alive. And then you'd be like, the Straw Hats were still alive, so you falsely reported to me that they were dead. And then just was angry at Mr. 3 again.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Because the thing is, people could argue, oh, well, they might not have enough time to go through that storyline of Mr. Zero and Mr. 3 with the whole struggle of, like, Crocodile not knowing what happened to Mr. 3. But it's like, they have a whole season to cover a single arc next season. Yeah. They can cover a bit of that.
Yeah, they could. Definitely. Buggy again. Didn't enjoy him as much as I did, but then again, when rewatching season 1, didn't enjoy him as much as I did the very first time. I think we were talking about this a bit last night. It's like the whole idea of Buggy. It seems like it's just shock that it's a swearing Buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they did it with Chopper.
Yeah, that was what I was meant to say. Like they did
Chopper swears, and it's like, okay, but like
it's the same word. Like if he came up with the F word, I would have found it funny.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there was the initial time he swore, but then he kept repeating the same thing instead of like if you had a little bit of variety, I'd probably have actually found it funny.
Yeah.
But when it's just the same word over and over again, it's like we get. It's the thing of it's a 15 as well. Like why are they holding back?
I know, it makes no sense. It's like they want to still have kids watching it, but it's like, but once you've turned into a 15, there's no going back.
Yeah, like, surely...
Like, you're gonna have to do it, like, a bit older.
Like,
otherwise, it just seems like you don't know, you seem confused.
I mean, they straight up had Luffy stabbing himself underneath his eye in Season 1, surely saying the F word isn't that bad. And it can be used in any of the contexts Chopper swore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not as if, like, it's a contextual issue, like, oh, it made no sense for him to say anything else. No. You could have said any swear word there. They could have put any swear word there and it would have made about just as much sense.
Yeah, it could have. Very well.
They could have done that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna go with swearing as a gag, like, make it, like, a shock factor of Chopper swearing, at least do more than one thing.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
They very much should have branched out when they stuck to jokes. And then I agree with the whole fact that what's his name? I can't think of his name. With the I should know his name. My brain's drawn.
Describe him.
Wapol.
That's
it. People saying the live action villains they created there for the original were not very good, and I agree, they're not.
I think it's because they tried making
they were trying to make. I think it worked because they were making it a final arc.
Yeah,
which it's not naturally.
It's not naturally a final arc. I think
so. It was to give Zoro and the others, Usopp, something to do.
I think they gave Wapol the same treatment they gave Buggy. They turned a funny comedic villain into a serious villain.
Which doesn't work.
Which is really annoying. Like, I mean, they still give Buggy as funny moments, but which specifically with the court scene, again, giving Buggy funny moments, but there's too many unfunny moments with Buggy.
Buggy's meant to be overly evil and cartoony, but like this one, he's just a bad person. And it's like, there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Like more noticeable.
Anime Buggy, you wouldn't mind him becoming King of the Pirates. Live action Buggy, on the other hand, if he became the King of the Pirates, I'd be really annoyed.
Yeah, that is true, and that's quite a big difference between the two Buggies, and that's probably quite a thing with a lot of the characters at the minute. They're just not quite who they should be. Like even Luffy is like. He does seem very, I don't know, just not someone you'd think would become King of the Pirates, you know? Like, you see anime Luffy or the manga Luffy, and you're like, I can see how they believe he's
I think because they've made him too nice, they've taken away from the pirate aspect of him.
Yeah.
Like, in the anime, he's a nice pirate. He's still a pirate, but he's got a nice side to him.
Yeah.
In the live action, he's a hero calling himself a pirate.
Mm-hmm. And, like... Yeah, and also in the anime, like, he's tough when he needs to be. In the anime, in the live action, he's dumb.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing, and anything he does is by accident, or he's just a hero, like you've just said.
Yeah.
Hero pirate, and like that's not what Luffy is.
Yeah.
And I think you fundamentally misunderstand the character if that's your version of Luffy that you want to go for. But obviously, it still works.
Yeah.
That's not saying.
Again, I think it's just.
It's not saying recast.
I think
it's just saying.
It's just to make. I think it's
make
just,
the writing make a bit more sense for Luffy.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's just since it's the live action, they're taking their liberties with it. They're doing their own things with their characters. One thing I will say. Zoro feels like post time skip Zoro. All throughout the live action, Zoro doesn't feel like pre time skip Zoro.
No.
He feels like he feels just as serious as post time skip Zoro. He doesn't have a lot of the same like humor and comedy that pre time skip Zoro had. Like he feels very strongly like post time skip Zoro, because even post time skip Zoro had moments of being funny like live action does.
Yeah,
but I think one of the things that annoyed. I get why they did it, but something that I'm still annoyed about is Zoro not calling out the names of his attacks. Because while I understand that when he's got 3 swords in his mouth, that's a bit difficult. I'm also a bit annoyed because they kind of make it seem like, because he doesn't even do it when he has 2 swords. When he's using 2 swords, he doesn't even say it. And it's like, it's because he's too serious to be silly. It's like. Pre-time skip Zoro wasn't like that. No. Pre-time skip Zoro was a bit of a goofball sometimes.
He was. But Zoro as it is fine.
Fine. Like, again,
post.
At least
pre-time skip doesn't necessarily need to be silly. Yeah. But
again, it's like at least it is post-time skip Zoro. It's a version of Zoro that was in the anime and manga.
But also makes Sanji and Zoro's rivalry a bit less relatable, because why is Zoro even bothering if he's that serious?
Yeah.
See, they've kept moments of their characters, but without showing the rest of that character, it doesn't really make too much sense. I think Sanji suffers from the same.
Yeah.
Sanji's humorous side is kind of gone. And so when he's trying to be sarcastic to Zoro, it sounds out of place, and it sounds like that isn't live action Sanji would do, because they've changed the characters.
Yeah.
Or not changed them, but removed aspects of them where in the anime or manga it would make sense.
Yeah.
Which sounds really weird to say, but that seems like what they've done, because all the characters seem off, except for Usopp. Which, Usopp in season 1, I get why people didn't fully like him, but in season 2, there's like no
Usopp stood out. I think he was probably the best actor of the season.
Yeah. And that's because they're actually writing Usopp well.
Oh.
But that's not obviously the criticism on the actors. It's more the writing of what they've done to the characters, because of the squishing the story. They've had to do that. So I get it, but like, those are the changes we've noticed, but very good nonetheless. Still the best live action ever done. Won't complain about it. There's just stuff we've noticed.
Yeah, there's nitpicking.
Nitpicking, yes.
Someone gave it a 5 out of 10. Keep in mind, they also believed it was an improvement on season 1. They still believed that. They did believe it was an improvement on season 1, but still only a 5 out of 10.
That's crazy.
It's like,
I would not give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would give it more than that.
Yeah.
At least an 8.5.
Yeah, it's like those last few, there were certain episodes in the season that, like the Laboon episode and the Chopper episode, were both incredible.
Yeah. Like season 1's probably like a 6.
Yeah.
If I was to be generous, because it really isn't that good. When I thought, first time watching, I thought it was really good. Second time watching, no, it's not. Like I was blinded by pure just excitement of how much better it was to every other live action. Obviously, you don't take it up to a higher standard because of that, but overall for story and everything, it just isn't that as good. So
but I think it's because the East Blue Saga in general isn't that good, and the best arc in the East Blue Saga, Arlong Park, was kind of hurt a lot in the live action.
It was. And rushed.
Yeah, exactly. It got hurt because of how rushed it was.
Yeah. So overall, a big improvement, and season 3 should be a lot better.
I'm glad they did.
And then other side bit, I hate crocodiles' yellow eyes, but that's a whole other thing, and that's just a personal gripe that I have when I saw it. Like, it got really under my skin. I'm like, why did they do that to Crocodile? Why did they give him yellow eyes? He looked perfect as is. You don't need to give him yellow eyes. Yeah, he's got sand powers, doesn't mean his eyes need to match his powers. It just really got me. And threw me off, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Get rid of that in season 3. I know they've changed things before, like you've said, they changed Smoker's design a little bit.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the yellow eyes. He's perfect as is.
I find it funny how the live, because you were talking about how so many of the live action cast are Scottish, but it's funny how the live action actor for Smoker is actually Scottish, but he specifically didn't use that accent.
Yeah, a strange amount of the cast are Scottish, and it's just so funny.
I just want to say, I love live action Smoker, by the way. I think casting, great.
Yeah, he's a good, another standout.
Yeah, I think he's really thrived in the role. I liked the build up of him and Tashigi doing things to figure out stuff with Baroque works throughout the season. Yeah. Whereas in the anime, you kind of just saw them leave Logtown, and then you saw them again in Alabasta.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
massive improvement. And I think that's everything.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, please leave a like, obviously. And if you want to keep up to date with the channel, you can hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to miss the next video on next Monday, please hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video. And as always, see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.